replay viewers. Hi, Lila. Hello, Heather. This is just going to be a real quick scope because I got people already coming in. But I just wanted to tell you about what we're doing this morning. Good morning. We are doing our first book club ever, inspired by Mary, and it's on the secret garden. Okay, so I'm sure you're impressed with what I do today. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. This will be quick. My daughter informed me that I needed to be Martha from the book, so I found my bonnet and my white shirt, and I'm trying to look very scullery maid like. So anyway, I was just going to show you what we're doing today. So let me turn this back around. So here's our table setting for our English tea. Good morning, Amy. And my daughters looked up, oh, thank you, Christina, looked up place settings for an English tea so they knew how to set the table. And then we looked up English biscuits. Oh, yes, apparently according to English teas, you must use silver and use your fine china, which this isn't our fine china, but this is silver that I pulled out of storage and stole from my mother. And then we've got some scones. And we have some fruit tarts. And these are our little cinnamon honey pecan sandwiches. And this is where we'll be having our crumpets and our marmalade. Oh no, in fact I've been sick for a week. So this started this morning, last night and this morning, and my husband actually had the day off and he's helping me bake, so he's pretty awesome today. But our crumpets will go here, but those have to be cooked the last thing, and so he's working on those in the kitchen. That are orange marmalade. And we have clotted cream, which I'm going to say I faked out a little bit and bought that. Some of these things I did bake, and some of these things I bought. All right, so what we're going to do is the girls are going to have tea in here, an English tea, and we'll have our discussion and talk about the book a little bit. Here we have our tea service. This actually my mother had at our house, has never used it. We didn't even know how to make tea. We had to learn how to make tea with the teapot and everything because we've never done that. We always use kettles. So we had to discover that. Here's our little program for the day. And inside, have a little history of the author. You can see that. And then some vocabulary, because the vocabulary in this book is very unusual for Tennessee children. It has Yorkshire and English, but it also has Indian in it too, so because it's on 2 different continents. And then the back, a little bit about what an English tea is and what we're serving today. Now, we're not going to do the traditional make the tea in the teapot and serve it because I have a bunch of little 9, 10-year-old girls, and I'm not sure if they're going to care for that as much. So I'm giving them some options that they can use with tea bags. And then we're also going to have some hot cocoa because my daughters really detest tea. Although she said she's going to try again today. All right, so we'll turn this back around. So after we have our English tea, we're going to walk. Oh, by the way, I'll show you this because I totally stole this from Mary. She had quotes sitting around, and I loved it. So I put one of my quotes about them sipping tea on here. And so I loved her idea, so I stole that idea. Okay, so after the tea, we're going to go in here to the next room and show you what we're doing here. Thank you. I think I do too. And we're going to build our very own secret garden. So we each have a goldfish bowl, and we have some decorative beads. Over here we have our potting soil and our charcoal and our moss and our lava rock. And then we have our different plants they can choose from to make their gardens. And another quote about the gardens, the secret garden. Thank you, Christina. And then I found these little guys because the red robin is the one that shows you the key. And then there's little tiny miniature keys. See how tiny? Aren't they adorable? Yes, it is, especially because since it is pouring rain today. Pouring rain. So this is a great way they can do this. And it's winter, so it's kind of cold out here. Anyway, so we'll be doing that next. And then the last thing they'll be doing is just simply watching the movie, the 1993 version. So that's all I really wanted to share with you. Yeah, really, you do. I just wanted to let you guys know what we were doing and how inspired I've been by watching all of you guys who've been doing these book clubs. And I'm sorry, I've been looking in the wrong place. And it's just so much fun. Yeah, exactly. It's just so much fun to be able to do this. So anyway, see you guys later. Hang on a second. Okay, why will I not stop broadcasting? Okay.
I guess
Periscope doesn't want to leave.